Well, hello everybody. It's another hot day in good old Phoenix. I think it's supposed to be 115 today. I have not been able to ride in over a week. Probably actually since my last video. It was the last time I actually rode. It's just been not logical, and today I was just like, you know what? I just don't care. I need to get out. So, here we are. It's not quite the middle of the day yet, so it's probably about 1:09, 1:10 currently. Yeah, it's only 10:30. So, why not? Added my little arm sleeves on, did my little ice pack trick, got a neck gaiter on. It would probably be smart to buy a different jacket, but unfortunately I'm a bigger guy, so finding mesh jackets in my size is not exactly an easy task. I guess another reason for me to potentially downsize myself, right? Easier said than done. Maybe just the easier with the mindset that I need to have. So, with that, it's been a long week. It's always one of those things where it's always when it rains it pours, so of course not in Arizona apparently. It hasn't freaking rained here in a month. We went from one of our wettest seasons to, what was it, the longest stretch of over 110 degrees, and we're still have another week at least of this, so don't worry, we'll break some records. Not good ones, but we're breaking records, right? But yeah, actually ordered a cooling vest. That's supposed to be coming in next week, hopefully, as long as the shipping is right. So I figured with the cooling vest, the arm sleeves, the neck gaiter, it should be pretty decent for trying to stay cool and still have an opportunity to take the bike out. Because it's a different feeling. It's just so interesting. I literally just drove my truck to go somewhere, and then I'm like, man, I want to get out on the bike. I just haven't been out. I haven't gone anywhere. But we all have our own complications, our own worries. So I needed to clear mine. Figure get out and get moving. Whereas in some other people are buy the damn bike. Well, that's not always a financial option, but getting off the couch is. So, here we are. Unfortunately, I had a morning appointment that I had to go to, so otherwise I was half tempted to drive up north. And I think I need to make myself time for that. Just pack up the bike and grab some drinks and get on the road for a couple hours. Get out of Phoenix where it's not so hot, but still do it in a safe manner that I can get there and back safely. And to give you guys some different views of terrain of Phoenix, so it doesn't just look like this desert hot nothingness that it's been lately. Ironically, there is greenery in Arizona, just not here. Technically, there's water in Arizona too, but again, just not here. With that, actually, the kayak did come. Speaking of water, the kayak came in, put it together finally, did sit in it for a minute, so at least supports my weight. Now I just gotta, again, take that time to get out of town or go on a day trip. But it is, even in the bag, it's bigger than I anticipated, so I'm not sure I can finagle that on a motorcycle and then also add the paddle that goes along with it, logically. So my dreams of adventuring and fishing on the same trip might not be a feasible idea. And it also then alleviates that whole, well, where do I put all my motorcycle gear if I'm out on the water for 2 hours? So logically, that's probably a better scenario of not combining those two sports. Might be a fun challenge one day, but it doesn't seem like a logical idea. With that, I hope everyone else is doing well. I'm just here, just getting out, and even at 110, those little sleeves in there are actually, I can feel the coolness of this going through. So yeah, I'm working pretty well. I can feel it around my neck, and I feel it on my arms. And I do have a small, really small ice pack on my back. It's one of those little flexible ones that you get for like sprains over in the medical area. So that's a nice little thing to kind of help cool down. That's not doing extreme cold for long periods of time because it melts pretty quick, but at least it'll hold off things for about 20 minutes. But yeah, it's kind of like you do the reverse when it's too hot or too cold. You just put on heat in certain spots and continue on as long as it's safe. Alright, you're going slower than I thought you were going to be. So, I hope other people have fun plans coming up. Hopefully it starts cooling down. I can actually enjoy our roads out here more. I know there's a bunch of YouTubers and people going out to those ADV fests, and Sturgis I think's coming up here shortly. I always wonder how you sit there and I don't, even if I saved all the vacation I have to do something like that, I don't know how I would be able to do that. Like the time that you dedicate to do those types of things. I do not have that much vacation available from my corporate job. So, yeah. I guess that's one of those challenges you need to figure out. What's the pros and cons in your life, and pros and cons for your family. I don't know. Someday I'll have to go try to figure out one of those things. Kind of annoyed because they used to actually have them here in Arizona, like up in Flagstaff. They'd had some sort of like get on ADV fest, or I think it was actually the Overland Expo. I never thought about going to it, and it wasn't on my radar at the time. And I'm like, no, I really should check one of those out one time. I mean, I love outdoors. I love kind of roughing it, plan for things. I'm an old school Boy Scout, and I just, that always be prepared thing, which I should be more prepared on this bike. Like, I should carry a jump box. I should carry a tire inflator. I got a spare a tire kit, but I haven't done that yet. I think that's actually poor planning on my part, but since the majority of my riding is in city, I mean, worst case scenario, I call up somebody, figure out how to get a trailer out to the bike and trailer it back. But if I start doing trips to Flagstaff and Payson and Prescott, that might be something I look into, because if I just have a slow leak of a nail or something. Who's got the light? You've got the light. Come on, it's starting to get warm. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. So yeah, if I came across something where I had to do a tire fix on the side of the road and nowhere near like an access point or something, it might be beneficial of me to sit there and actually take the time to learn and get one of those, just to safely get back to civilization. So I know a lot of other channels are promoting various tire inflators and backup battery starters and things like that. And, maybe I'll have to go get one, or one of each, and a tire repair kit, which would just benefit me in safety of things. Ironically, like my wife, one day on one of her bikes, she was literally 2 miles from our house and somehow picked up a nail or a screw in her tire, and I ended up bringing the truck down with a huge compressor. Had the compressor full of air, and it was like filled up the tire real quick and just drove it that 2 miles, and it was deflating almost as fast as I could fill it. It was crazy how fast that thing was deflating. But since we had tire insurance on that bike, I didn't want to sit there and do the charge for the... If I repaired the tire, I didn't know if they would refuse the service or not. I didn't go into it, which my guess is they probably would have, because they might change the tire for free, but they don't pay for the shipping of the bike to the shop for free. I ended up having to rent a trailer because it was cheaper to me do that than getting them to get their shop truck to my residence and bringing the bike in. So yeah, $20 U-Haul rental to a day trip. So yeah, it's just interesting. Like, yeah, you got the warranty on this. However, yeah, even though you need it for a good reason, you need to pay to get us the bike. I guess it's one of those things where it's just like, yep, everyone wants your dollar. Back to that again, right? Think you do something, they want something else. So I just got to get more things prepared to sit there and be able to be more self-sufficient, and then get it to the point where I can at least limp things to the professionals when needed. And that's just something I'll have to work on. Better myself in those situations, be more prepared for what could happen. And go from there. But with that, I'm just rambling on, so I'm gonna finish up my ride and get back into the air conditioning of this frickin' state that we need, and get on with my day. So you all be safe, be prepared, and have fun. Until next time.